He told me that there was an incident that happened to him the previous day between him and the principal. The principal had called him to the office because he is a class prefect, and they wanted to know a feedback from the other boys how the previous day's trip was. They had gone out for a trip. So as my son explained to him, the principal held his hand and stood from the chair and came to where my son is, and then told him, hug me, and started hugging him. My son got into shock and is asking him what is going on. The principal is busy, holding him, touching him inappropriately, and started kissing him around the neck. And what really struck the boy is when the principal started asking him how he's feeling, whether he wants it. So my son is even more confused. What are you talking about? So in that kind of locomotion, by God's provision, a parent opened the door, and the principal quickly released my son. He ran out of the the office, and went back to class. So when he reached class, he was trembling and very disturbed, visibly disturbed. Then the classmates surrounded him, especially the closer friends. They were asking him what has happened, because that's not the way he was when he was called, because one of them is the one who had been sent to call him to go to the principal's office. So for around 30 minutes, he could not be able to talk. So they stood around him, and they really demanded that, please, you have to tell us what has happened. So he narrated the ordeal to his classmates, and this caused an uproar. The boys were very angry, and they quickly decided to put their heads together to find an appropriate way, action they would want to take, because they were angry and they didn't want to keep quiet about this. Because amongst them, they started saying, yeah, this thing has been going on, and they were mentioning other names. Even so and so said the same thing happened to him. There was, that mob psychology. They became rowdy and all that. But somehow in between, the principal was able to reach the board chairman. And before he arrived, some of those boys decided they have to come and make a statement at the police. But as they walked out of the gate, they met with the chairman of the board. And the chairman of the board convinced them to go back, that they will be able to resolve the issue within the school. They have to investigate this case very thoroughly, and appropriate actions must be taken. Because this is a senior government officer who has been entrusted with lives. Now, when he turns against the same lives he has been trying to build, I think an action must be taken against him. An appropriate action must be taken, and so that our boys can feel that they are listened to. Somebody listened to them. So the government should listen to our boys, and they should take an appropriate action. The concerned officers must all come into the play. One, our boys are insecure. So the government must assure our boys that there is safety for them, because the situation is, as at now, volatile, because either party is aggrieved. So the boys being young, they can easily be intimidated.
si principal ange step aside, akiproviwa kwa sawa hana shida, apewe shule ingine. Hata mahali wamefikishana na hao watoto, hata sioni kama ni safe hata yeye kukua na hao watoto hapo. Na watoto pia sioni kama ni safe kukua na yeye hapo. Kwa sababu wakati yeye ndiye head, ukisikia watoto wamefika wanatoka shule wanaenda kuripoti polisi, kwa sababu the highest authority ndio imewaoffend. Na board ni kama hakuna kitu inafanya, kwa sababu kama waliambiwa na watoto na wakaandikiwa.
Since this issue is touching on the principal and he is the main perpetrator, we can't have the hyena doing the investigations among the sheep. We need to have a different person, a neutral person, who will not interfere with the investigations that are going on, and also we would want to ensure that the boys are safeguarded. That is our main interest, the safeguarding of the boys, because in this case they're the vulnerable ones, they are the victims. Therefore we shouldn't just let them be handled in a manner that will put them in more danger than they're already in. So we wouldn't want the principal who was there to continue being in charge of this school. We want a completely different person who will safeguard the interest of the boys, because that's their right, the constitutional right. The constitution and also the basic education recognizes the right of every child to a safe learning environment.
Kwa majina naitwa Selaine Jomo. Nimepata message kutoka shule leo asubuhi wakituambia tukujie watoto, na hawajatupea much more information other than kusema ati ministry imesema wanataka kufanya upelelezi kulingana na zile concern tulikuwa tumeraise at the last meeting. So kulingana na venye mambo ilienda at the meeting that we had with the school and the board and everybody, sisi tunaona uzito sana, kwa sababu hatujui mwelekeo ni gani, na tuko na watoto wako form 4 wanafaa kufanya exam. So kenye tunaweza sema tunataka sana ni transparency, a transparent process, not just dictatorial. Alafu pia waweze kusikiza venye watoto wanasema, because I think that's very important. The children had some very serious concerns, and these are not young children. Hawa ni wanaume tuseme. So concerns zao zinafaa zisikizwe na watilie manani sana kuhakikisha wameridhisha hawa watoto ndio waweze kusoma. Ndio maana nasema juu kuna fununu mingi sana zinaenea, and we cannot be sure what is true and what is not true. In fact, at the last meeting, some boys were very emotional and they really spoke a lot about what they are going through. So I feel like for us to say that we want an answer on the rumors, it can be wrong. Kenye tunataka ni a transparent process. Tuambiwe ukweli, nini ilifanyika, nini inaendelea, na kama ni ukweli au wenye wanahusika, kama ni walimu ama ni head teacher ama ni nani, the law should take its course. Ile kitu ilifanya ministry ifike ku come up na hiyo decision ya kufunga shule, tungetaka kujua, kwa sababu ministry ilikuwa ifanye hii investigation yenye ilikuwa inafanya jana Monday, wakati watoto walienda nyumbani Sunday. Na kwa sababu kuna watoto walikuwa wamebaki shule on Sunday, si wangeongea na watoto pia wakuwe na kujua kama kuna kitu wanastahili kufanya as a ministry. Now here we are, watoto wameambiwa waende nyumbani na vitu zao. What we would want to know is the plan ya ministry or what they are intending to do, kwa sababu tuko na form 4 ambao wako na deadlines kama za technical subjects ni end of July. So if they can be able to make it faster to see the boys back to school, because I know there is nothing too difficult ati iko kwa hii shule yenye haiko kwa other schools that haiwezi tatuliwa. If it's bringing a principal, walete mwalimu, tujue shule imesimama na watoto waendelee kusoma.
Yangu naitwa Bishop Jeremia Kiambati, na mimi ni mzazi wa shule hii ya Booth Secondary School, na mimi nina mtoto hapa grade 10. Lakini chetu kuwa hapa tumeitwa leo kwa sababu ya kwamba message imesema serikali imesema shule ifungwe immediately. Tukujie watoto wetu na waende nyumba na bidhaa zao zote. Kwa hivyo tuko hapa, hatujataarifiwa kwa kina kile ambao serikali imeona tuondoe watoto wetu, lakini tulikuwa hapa last Friday na tukawa na maneno tulikuwa tunajadilia ya kwamba kuna mwalimu anafanya watoto wetu mambo isiyo sawa, na hatukuwa tuna ule ukweli sisi kama wazazi, lakini kwa mambo yao tumefuatilia na tukaona ikiwa tumeitiwa watoto, tunaona ya kwamba kuna mambo ambayo hatujaelewa hata sasa yako chini ya meza. Tunataka uchunguzi wa kina ufanywe, sababu hiyo kama wazazi ndio kilio chetu. Kama wakati walikuwa wameenda nyumbani, waliambiwa wasirudi hapa wakiwa na balance yoyote. Kwa hivyo tuko na uchungu tukiona fedha zetu hazitumiki vile ambavyo zinafaa, sababu ni mtoto huyu anaharibiwa maisha. Kwa hivyo uchunguzi ukifanywa tutajua ukweli ili watoto wetu warudie kwa masomo. Kwa hivyo hiyo ni kweli tungetaka ufanywe na kwa haraka.
The persons who have been adversely mentioned in this case of morality is the school principal and the chairman board of governor. It is alleged that the school principal was the one who was involved with the touching of these boys inappropriately, and the chairman board of governor was the one who was obstructing these children from making a report to the police. And we thought that the chairman himself, if he was not an abettor, actually was trying to frustrate the investigation, and we felt that he equally, we needed to take action and let him lead by action. We were able to establish that last week was the climax of the whole event. This thing has been happening in the background, but the children's, those people who are responsible for the guardianship have been silent about it, and therefore we are likely to get more evidence from the past. In the recent past, the evidence coming to our office is that it started happening quite a long time ago, only that nobody spoke it out. But I'm happy this time they have come out, and especially the society itself. Allow me also to say that the school itself has the moral obligation to ensure that it is reading by not only protecting these children, but also making the institutions of the government who are concerned with the protections of the children to come up and assist them where need be. Last week we received a disturbing report of a case involving morality, that some school boys are being morally abused. They are being indecently abused by some staffs within the school. We swung into action, recorded some statement, and Sunday we were made to understand that this has been going on for quite some time. We recorded some statements from some students who had been victims, the recent victims, whereby it is alleged that these boys were called into the staff room. They were inappropriately touched by a member of the staff, and eventually they decided that enough is enough. They had to speak it out. That is very encouraging, because they decided to visit the police station so that they may make their own report. However, in the due course of trying to make their own way to the police station, they were somehow interrupted by seemingly some of the staffs from the same institution. When we got the report, we moved in, we recorded the statements, and we established actually there was a case of immorality, case involving moral indecency that was happening. It involves staffs from the boarding school, and as of now, we were able to pick 2 of them as persons of interest. After interrogations, we established that they were actually involved in this act, and we decided that it was the high time that they should face the law. The case as we are talking is now before the Court of Law, Kikuyu Law Courts, and the 2 suspects have been remanded in court, one for pre-bail consideration, while the other one has been given a cash bail of 150,000 or a bond of 250,000. I want to encourage the society there to open up, and especially on cases involving not only the girl child, but the boy child. The boy child is equally at danger. In recent past, we have been having issues whereby boys have opted to keep quiet because they are considered to be heroes. You cannot be a hero when you keep quiet. Open up, speak, and the government is ready to assist. As we are talking, the case, while it is still pending before court, we are still perusing more evidence because we are made to understand there could be more evidence in the background. That is the evidence that is likely to assist us in our investigations.
Kidogo. Tagira mundu microphone ku. Yo ti ya movie. Solid gukwiro uyu. Microphone ya kiria. Ya microphone si yako
tukionaga
Nimekupatia kama text. Text message. Na there is a
Fikite gathauti. this one, I need this one.
Oguo riu.
Nikiongea hivi venye niko hivi, nitakujiwa leo.
Nauga muitura asa baida.